All right, let's dive into Phuket real estate. Specifically, how to find an agent who's, well, more than just an agent. Someone who's a true partner.
Yeah, Phuket's hot, right. But the market can be tricky to navigate, especially if you're new to the scene.
Exactly. And we're talking about everything from beachfront villas to condos, uh, even those up-and-coming areas that are ripe for investment.
Lots of potential, lots of different paths to take.
So you really don't want just any agent.
Yeah.
Right. It's about finding someone who gets your vision, someone you can trust.
Absolutely. They're your local expert, your strategist, even your negotiator, all in one.
Now, doing some research here, I'm seeing three main types of agents. You've got your classic real estate agents buying and selling. Then there are those who specialize in rentals, both short-term and long-term. And then there's this category of, well, the all-in-one agent. What are your thoughts on that?
The all-in-one, huh? Well, it's tempting, right? They can handle a lot. Might help you find a rental, then try to sell you something later.
Seems convenient, but...
Yeah, their expertise might be a bit thin, you know? Especially if you're looking at something like a luxury villa.
Makes sense. You wouldn't go to a general doctor for specialized surgery.
Exactly.
Okay, so we kind of know what type of agent we need. But how do we figure out if they're actually, like, trustworthy? If they have our best interests at heart?
You got to look for those key qualities, those things that really set a great agent apart. Professionalism, ethics, that's non-negotiable.
Right. And that's more than just having the right licenses.
Oh, absolutely. It's about transparency, fees, property conditions, the whole 9 yards, no shady deals.
Honesty and integrity are huge.
Huge. They should make you feel comfortable. Like, actually answer your questions, not avoid them.
But honesty alone won't necessarily get you the best deal.
Nope. That's where local market knowledge comes in. Big time.
So it's not just knowing that a property is for sale. It's knowing the nuances, the potential, the hidden gems.
Exactly. A lot of agents will just focus on those popular areas, but a truly knowledgeable agent, they'll steer you towards those up-and-coming neighborhoods. Higher ROI potential, you know.
It's like having insider info.
It is. They know about the infrastructure projects, the new resorts, all the things that'll boost those property values.
Wow, that's invaluable.
Now, on top of all that, there's the client-centric approach.
Meaning?
They listen. Really listen. They tailor their service to you. It's not one size fits all.
They see you as a partner, not just a commission check.
Exactly. They want you to succeed. They'll ask you about your lifestyle, your preferences, help you picture what life in Phuket could really be like. Like, do you want to be by the ocean or up in the hills? Social scene or quiet retreat?
It's about finding someone who shares your excitement, who sees your vision for what Phuket can be.
Absolutely. It's that personal touch that makes all the difference.
Okay, so let's get practical. We've got these amazing qualities, but how do we evaluate an agent's standing? I'm seeing licenses, certifications, testimonials, memberships in groups like the Real Estate Broker Association of Thailand.
All good things to check, yeah. Verifying licenses, make sure they're legit, operating ethically. But it's also about, like, what those certifications represent. The RB, for instance, they have a strict code of ethics.
A stamp of approval.
Exactly. And testimonials, don't underestimate those. They give you a real sense of the agent's style, how they work, their communication.
It's like peeking behind the curtain, seeing what it's really like to work with them.
You got it. You're making a big investment. Peace of mind is crucial.
Now, something I find fascinating, an agent's connections, particularly with developers.
Mm-hmm.
Could this really mean access to, like, exclusive deals, off-market properties?
Oh, absolutely. Developers often share info with trusted agents before the public even knows.
So you could get a sneak peek at new developments.
Potentially, yeah. Secure a unit before anyone else.
That's a huge advantage in a hot market. But could that also create a bias towards certain developments?
Good point. That's why it's so important to find an agent who balances those connections with your specific needs. They should present you with a range of options on and off market and help you evaluate objectively.
So connections are powerful, but they have to be used ethically.
Exactly. A great agent will guide you to the best possible choice, not just the one that benefits their network.
Okay, what about access to exclusive listings?
Imagine properties most buyers don't even know about. Unique places, sought-after locations, even those discreet sales.
Sounds like a treasure trove.
It can be. But again, it comes back to finding an agent who understands your needs. Someone who can leverage those connections to find the hidden gems that fit your vision and budget.
Connections are just one piece of the puzzle.
Right. And we can't forget the legal side, especially in a foreign market. Collaborating with legal experts is a big plus.
I was just thinking about that. As someone not too familiar with Thai property law, that'd be a huge help.
A good agent will have a network of trusted legal professionals, people who can guide you through the process. Make sure everything's smooth, legally sound, especially important for foreign buyers.
It's like having that safety net, knowing the legal stuff is being handled.
Exactly. Takes a lot of the stress out of it.
All right, we've covered a lot about the different types of agents, the qualities to look for, how their connections can help us. But let's switch gears a bit. Red flags. What are the warning signs? What should we watch out for?
Red flags are crucial, and one of the biggest. Lack of transparency. If they're evasive about fees, hesitant to share details, or glossing over stuff, that's a problem.
Yeah, transparency is key for trust.
100%. You want someone who's an open book, answers your questions thoroughly, doesn't make you feel like you're pulling teeth just to get basic info.
So, lack of transparency. What about those high-pressure sales tactics you sometimes hear about?
A good agent gets it. Buying property is a big decision. They'll give you time and space. If you feel rushed, pressured, like they're pushing you into something you're not comfortable with, walk away.
It shouldn't feel like a battlefield.
Nope. A trustworthy agent respects your timeline, never pressures you.
All right, lack of transparency, high-pressure tactics. What else?
Inconsistent communication. A good agent is responsive, clear, proactive. If they're hard to reach, don't return calls. Give vague info. That's a sign.
Communication is essential in any relationship, but especially when you're making a big investment like this.
For sure. You want someone who keeps you informed, who you can easily get a hold of, makes you feel like a priority.
So any of those red flags, trust your gut. Move on.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to walk away if it doesn't feel right. There are plenty of great agents in Phuket who will be a pleasure to work with.
I think this has been a fantastic start to understanding the world of Phuket real estate agents. There's so much to consider.
You're right. We've covered a lot, but there's still more to explore.
Okay, so we've talked about finding a trustworthy agent, but it's about more than just closing the deal, right? It's that ongoing support, that partnership.
You got it. It's about that support that goes beyond the purchase.
Yeah.
You've found that amazing villa overlooking the sea, but, maybe you don't live there year-round.
Right, so you need someone you can trust to, manage the property.
Exactly. Handle maintenance, keep you informed, all that.
Making sure everything runs smoothly, the garden's good, pool's sparkling, stuff that could be a real pain if you're not there all the time.
A good agent, they'll go beyond the basics, proactively address things, before they become big problems.
Like a small leak that turns into a major repair if you ignore it.
Exactly. A good agent catches those things early.
It's like having a, caretaker for your investment.
That's a great way to put it. And communication is key too, right? Especially when you're miles away.
Yeah, keeping you in the loop about everything.
Market trends, changes in the rental market if you're renting it out, even potential future opportunities.
So not just maintaining what you have, but growing your investment down the line.
Precisely. They see it as a journey, and they're there with you every step of the way. Maybe a new luxury resort opens up nearby, something that'll impact your rental income. They'll let you know.
Wow, so you really are staying ahead of the game. Okay, let's shift gears for a second. Due diligence.
Crucial, especially in foreign country. Doing your homework, making sure everything's legit.
So this isn't just about liking the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
It's the deep dive.
Exactly. Going beyond the brochures, the sales pitch. A good agent, they'll encourage you to investigate. They'll give you the resources you need to do it.
So they're not rushing you or glossing over anything.
Nope. They want you to be informed, confident in your decision, help you verify titles, make sure there are no legal disputes, even look into the developer's reputation.
Essential stuff, especially for someone not familiar with Thai law. It's like having a detective on your side.
Exactly, making sure everything checks out. Now let's touch on those red flags again, because it's important to be aware of the warning signs.
Right, we talked about transparency, high-pressure tactics, inconsistent communication. Anything else to watch for?
Watch out for agents who overpromise, make claims they can't back up. Special access to incredible deals, guaranteed returns that sound unrealistic.
If it sounds too good to be true?
It probably is. A trustworthy agent will be honest about what to expect, about the property, the potential returns, all of it.
Okay, so let's say we've done our due diligence, found a property, everyone's happy. What next?
Things get exciting, your offer's accepted, and your agent guides you through the whole purchase process.
Contracts, legalities, all that.
Yep. They're your advocate. They'll negotiate the best terms, work with lawyers, banks, make sure everything's in order for that transfer of ownership.
So they're really with you every step of the way.
Absolutely. Handling paperwork, deadlines, the whole nine yards, so you can focus on, becoming a Phuket property owner.
Like they're a project manager, negotiator, all rolled into one.
That's a great way to put it. A great agent does all that and more. Makes the whole thing smooth and stress-free.
But once it's done, the agent's job is over, right?
Not at all. Remember, a good agent knows their role goes beyond the purchase. Property management, maintenance, any challenges that pop up.
That long-term relationship.
Exactly. Your eyes and ears on the ground, making sure your investment is thriving.
And that's where the potential for future investments comes in.
Right. The Phuket market's dynamic, always changing. You've settled in, and maybe you're thinking about expanding your portfolio.
Staying ahead of the curve. But are those kinds of opportunities only for, big-time investors?
Not at all. There's something for everyone. Maybe buying a second property, generating rental income, or even exploring something more ambitious, like a new development project.
Wow, that's a lot to consider.
It is. But your agent can help. Keep you informed about the trends, new developments, things that match your goals.
Like a personal scout.
Exactly. Someone who knows what you're looking for, your risk tolerance, your long-term vision for Phuket. And it all goes back to finding that agent you trust, that you connect with.
It's that blend of expertise, integrity, and just that feeling of knowing you're in good hands. Now, before we wrap up, you mentioned local market knowledge. Why is that so essential?
It's more than just prices and popular beaches. It's about truly understanding Phuket's different neighborhoods, what makes them unique, what drives those property values.
So each area has its own kind of personality.
Exactly. A knowledgeable agent knows which areas are good for families, which are attracting young professionals, which are poised for growth. They know about those infrastructure projects, the new lifestyle developments, all of it.
Like a local guide.
Precisely. They can tell you which areas are up and coming, best value, which match your lifestyle and goals.
So it's not just buying a property, it's buying the right property in the right spot.
Exactly. Now let's talk about those client testimonials. What should we be looking for?
Yeah, those are important.
They give you a peek into the agent's past, how they work, look for patterns. Do clients praise their communication, their negotiating, their willingness to go the extra mile?
So those glowing reviews showing they consistently deliver.
Exactly. But don't ignore the negative ones either. Are there recurring complaints? Red flags? Things that make you pause?
I got to get the full picture.
Right. Testimonials are powerful. Use them wisely. Now, before we move on, we've mentioned this idea of the agent as a long-term partner. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, break that down for us.
It means they're there for the long haul. Property management, maintenance, any challenges that come up. They keep you informed about the market, new opportunities, anything that could affect your investment. It's about trust, communication, that shared commitment to your success in Phuket.
Like having a trusted advisor in your corner.
Exactly. And that's the goal. Finding an agent who becomes part of your team. Someone who helps you navigate Phuket real estate with confidence.
Makes the whole journey a lot less daunting.
For sure. Now, in our final segment, we'll bring it all together and give you some questions to help you find that perfect Phuket property partner.
Wow, what a journey this has been. We've really gone deep into this world of Phuket real estate, haven't we?
We have. From the different types of agents to those must-have qualities and, of course, those red flags to watch out for.
Yeah, feeling much more prepared now to tackle this market. It's not just about finding a property, right? It's about finding the one that really fits your vision, your lifestyle.
Absolutely. And that's where that trusted partner comes in. Someone who helps you see beyond those, those glossy brochures.
So let's do a quick recap. We started with those different types of agents you'll find in Phuket, specializing in sales, rentals, and then those all-in-one agents.
Right. And the key is choosing one that matches what you're looking for. Luxury villa, you need a specialist. Rental property, same thing.
Like going to the right doctor for the right problem. Then we talked about those essential qualities: professionalism, ethics, local knowledge, that client-centric approach.
The foundation of a good partnership. Honesty, transparency, someone who's invested in you.
It's like a checklist for your dream agent. Experienced, passionate, all that. And of course, those red flags: lack of transparency, those pushy sales tactics, bad communication, all big warning signs.
Trust your gut on that. If something feels off, walk away.
Better safe than sorry. Right. Now, we also talked about ongoing support. Having an agent who's there for you, even after you've found your place.
That's right. They help you manage your investment, make sure everything's running smoothly, keep you informed about the market, new opportunities.
Like a personal concierge for your Phuket property, making sure it thrives.
And don't forget due diligence, doing your homework, making sure everything's legally sound.
Protects you, gives you that peace of mind. So it all comes down to finding that partner, that guide, someone who gets you, understands your goals, and is there for you every step of the way.
We've given you the tools to do just that.
Now, as we wrap this up, a final question for you to think about.
Imagine your ideal Phuket experience.
What kind of property do you picture?
What does that lifestyle look like?
And now, picture the agent who can help you make that happen.
What qualities do they have?
What's that relationship like?
It's about more than just finding an agent.
It's about finding the right one.
The one who can turn those Phuket dreams into reality.
And with the right approach, that can be a really rewarding experience.
So enjoy the journey.
Trust your instincts.
And get ready to discover the magic of Phuket. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.